Hey, Striker the Hedgehog's here with another little update for TerminalFury. I finally got Xbox One controller support mostly working. For example, I can navigate the menu with the D-pad. Right now, accept and back are the triggers. I am gonna fix that. It's whatever's bound to fire weapon and afterburner. I'm gonna re-rig things up so that way I can set an accept or a back button in this menu. This is what I got in the controls menu so far. I can set my active controller, I got my hands-on throttle and stick connected. Well, partly anyway. Here's the other half. And it is detecting that. I'll plug it in anyway, just give me a second here. So if I switch it over to the X52 HOTAS, I can use the hat switch on the joystick to navigate the menu. Trigger's not working because it's not bound to fire, but it does work. Of course, now I'm back on the Xbox controller. Triggers are treated as an axis, so I had to have a special type of bind menu for these. So you got left and right trigger action, and you get the whole list of controls that you can possibly bind it to. You have your X and Y dead zones, throttle dead zone, rudder dead zone. There's a little bit of a fuckiness with the numbers here. That's just a bug with nuclear. I'm hoping that they'll sort that out soon. That's not really anything that I can fix on my end. So yeah, it navigates that pretty well. I still need to fix the cinematics playing in Fury 3, but now the way that I got the controls set up, of course, the left stick is your movement. Right stick forward is throttle up, and it is analog, so like the slower you move the stick, the slower the throttle moves. Right trigger is your fire. Left trigger is your afterburner, which I will demonstrate once I get some afterburner. Button is your perspective, and I've implemented modifier keys, so because Hellbender has way more controls than what you can fit on an Xbox One controller, so I had to create modifiers so that you can access everything. And the way that works is that you hold down the left bumper, and then say you want to toggle the HUD, it's left bumper and then the back button. D-pad has like your next and previous weapons, and in Hellbender it's your energy to shields, or energy to weapons, and then if you hold left bumper and then the D-pad, you get your looking. Side to side, back, so on and so forth. And you got your navigation, your map, holding the left bumper, Y zooms out, B zooms in, B toggles the map. Being chased by a lot of enemies. To roll, it's just turning the right stick to either side. So throttle is up and down, roll is left and right. It takes a little bit of getting used to at first, but it's actually pretty solid. Movement on an Xbox One controller is pretty snappy. Like, you really turn quick. Kind of like playing on a Precision Pro, which has a very similar snappy movement. Yeah, controls alright. Oh, you sassy bugger. Come over here. Shoot you down before you hit the ground. There you go. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty decent. Y button is your headlight. Oh yeah. You can even enable it in this. Obviously that's not going to work out too well in Fury 3 here because you don't have energy. So it stays on for about as long as you'd expect, which is not much at all. There's not much of a point in having that in this game anyway. I'm probably just gonna add a conditional check to disable it. Yes. I was looking for Afterburner. So let me get this asshole off my tail. Yeah. There we go. That's on the left trigger there. Pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah, quad RFLs now. Good stuff. I always like playing Fury 3 in particular in third person because I just love the look of this ship. Deathbringer is probably one of my favorite of the 3 games. Gathering all the goodies before I leave to do the objectives. I fixed the scaling on the health bars for the objectives here. Might have noticed that in my last video. Wasn't trying to do that. Sawed off. Freaking buggers, get in here. Target destroyed. Damn right. Yeah, I'm gonna fight these fuckers above the clouds. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little twitchy, a little different to get used to, but it's very functional. I do eventually want to port this thing to Xbox One and several other platforms, so I want to have things working nice and well on controllers like this. Mission complete. See, jumps on. Ooh, nice. So yeah, that works pretty well. Hated those guys with the secondary weapons that fire nearly perfectly accurate at you. Could have sworn they were never that accurate, but maybe they were. I'll have to go and play the original again, just to verify the behavior. I've been doing that a fair amount, but not as much as I should be. You can do a full beginning to end playthrough of Fury 3 or something like that, and its original form. I do have a VM set up for that, but it hasn't been very stable lately. For some reason, the VM that I'm using hasn't been running Fury 3 correctly. It tends to hang. I can run it natively, but my PC runs it way too fast. Otherwise, I get like weird physics bugs and stuff like that, and I don't like that. Nice. I don't know why I'm reaching for the keyboard, I don't need to. I already set a habit because for the longest time I couldn't do that, but I can just change weapons to the D-pad now. It's just during initial testing, I only had a few of the binds working, so I had to reach the keyboard for the rest of it. But no more. flew straight in there. Without taking any damage. Nice. Look at it. Didn't really need to use that, but I wanted to. There we go. Right now, Fury 3 is using Hellbender's targeting systems to slow terminal velocity for, like, homing missiles. I wonder if I should just leave it like that, because I do kind of think Hellbender's lock-on system is a lot more interesting. But I could revert it to vanilla terminal velocity Fury 3 behavior as well. I don't know which I'm gonna do. I might look into adding a toggle. Plus I could also revert to the vanilla trails and stuff like that. Shit, I wasn't trying to fire my Viper there. Oh, I think I just discovered a bug. I was able to use 2 FFFs there. That's no. I'll have to try to reproduce that later. Yeah, that's a bug. Interesting. And I have infinite vipers. I managed to get my vipers to -1. Somehow. Because -1 is infinite in the code, so. Okay. That is funny. But that's exactly why this is not released yet, because there's things like that all through the code. Well, to be fair, that one is my fault. Because I implemented a quick Viper key that allows you to just like quickly switch to and launch a Viper missile. But it is not bound checking there, I'm guessing. Oops. Trying to climb to the ground, goddammit. Anyway, let's just accelerate along. Kind of dilly-dallying because I'm sleep deprived right now. Not kidding, I'm always sleep deprived, but anyway. Try sleeping in this fucked up world that we live in. One must be a little bit insane to survive it. You have to be kind of insane to work on something like this. Solo, without being able to open up the damn source. It is what it is. Yeah, let's use my there you go. This legit. Oof, I'm getting fucked up though. Hang on. Man. Dispersion cannons are devastating. There we go. Right her ass on the floor for a second there. It's just me. I do like the fine amount of control that the analog gives you for the throttle, which is it's quite nice. See if I can fire comically fast. Yeah, good for a second. But anyway, I gotta fix that fucking quick Viper key bug and whatnot, and I'll head to bed. Take care, everyone.